My name is Michael Rouse. I hope everybody's doing great tonight. We hope your children are doing wonderful at school these last couple months. Obviously, this is a extraordinary time in the world today, and we really appreciate you taking the time to join us tonight to learn a little more about what's in store for the coming summer. And our team's been hard at work since last May when we announced that camp would not be run in the summer of 2021, putting together some amazing programs, some things that we are really excited about as we celebrate this 40th summer for ESF. We missed seeing all of you last summer, and but as you can see from the video, our team's been doing some incredible things getting ready for this upcoming summer. We are very excited to share with you this sneak peek, which will be a combination of what we're doing on the safety front to what we're doing on the curricular front for program offerings for these amazing children to really help them kind of future-proof their summer, their lives with some really relevant programming. And the way education has shifted in just the last year has been so different, and kids are learning so differently now that we've really adapted ourselves to really help our kids future-proof for the future by providing with the confidence that they need to excel in, to fail and fail fast, but also to be really feeling it's okay to get up and keep moving in the right direction. And so your kids are the motivation and inspiration that have made us do this. We're very, very grateful for the support that you've given us over the course of the last year. And always, but more than ever, as you know, safety is our #1 priority. And we're taking this coming summer, with no exception, very seriously, based on some really interesting things that we've done since last August, where we were piloting some sports camps and we were testing out some things on the latest and greatest in science and technology that we'll share with you tonight. So with that said, we'd like to begin with kind of walking you through what safety is looking like for the upcoming summer. Then we'll talk to you about the programs. Then we'll talk to you about some deadlines that we've set for ourselves. So let's begin with Melissa Williams.
Everyone, good evening. Thank you, Michael. So as all of you know, safety has always been ESF's #1 priority. And now more than ever, we recognize the need for enhanced health and safety practices. As a mom of 4 and a ESF team member for 18 years, we've been part of the planning, both from the perspective of a team member of ESF and from the perspective of a parent. We've come up with a really robust advanced safety plan that really encompasses 7 core components. As part of those core components, we are looking at limited enrollment, smaller group sizes, camper and staff screening, cleaning, disinfection and hand washing, premier facilities, reasonable contact reduction, symptom management action plans, and a specialized safety staff training. Since its inception in 1982, we have really worked hard to prioritize safety, and that will not change this summer. This is something we are taking seriously, and the reason behind why we created the ESF Advanced Safety Plan. We want to make sure that you and your family and your campers and our team members can worry less by sending your campers to ESF. We've partnered with the CDC, the NIH. We've taken the recommendations from them in terms of the safety and security guidelines. And we are working very closely to monitor the state and local regulations and restrictions. As those evolve, ESF will continue to enhance the protocols and the policies that we have in place to keep your camper safe this summer. And this August 2020, we ran sports camps for our pro team sports partners with 1,000 campers using this plan, and everyone was COVID free. We are very happy with that, and we are proud to say that we were successful in that area using this safety plan. As I mentioned, with limited enrollment, we're working to really create smaller group sizes with individualized attention, low staff to camper ratios. Camper and staff screening will include a pre-camp questionnaire, as well as at-home screening in advance of campers and staff members arriving for the first day. Daily symptom screenings will happen upon arrival with a temperature check. And then we will monitor the health and the safety of the campers and our team members throughout the day. Cleaning and disinfection will be enhanced this summer as it was last summer. We will make sure that we are minimizing the sharing of supplies. We will be doing enhanced cleaning, increased hand washing, and much smaller contact in terms of campers sharing supplies and equipment. We have premier facilities, as you know, and now more than ever will we be maximizing both the indoor and the outdoor spaces that we use. We'll be using our outdoor facilities in a way that creates small group instruction. We'll be using covered spaces, shaded areas, as well as having contingency plans on days where it does require all of our campers and our team members to be indoors. Reasonable contact reduction includes safe social distancing practices, no large camp gatherings, and dedicated meeting locations per what we are going to be calling our camp groups bubbles, ensuring that we are minimizing the overlap of those bubbles and really making sure we are practicing safe social distancing. In the event that there is someone who has an illness, we have an effective action plan in place so that we can monitor symptoms, we can do contact tracing, and we will be leveraging the skill set of our on-site medical team as well as our on-call camp doctor. And then specialized staff safety training is so critical and important to us. It always has been. And now more than ever, we recognize how critical it is for us to train our staff appropriately in advance of them even stepping on campus that first day. We do 15 plus hours of training, and we have really relied heavily on building the content for those training programs with the CDC, the NIH, the ACA, which is the American Camp Association, the AAP, and then local and state authorities. So we are confident with the plans that we are building to ensure that our staff are trained appropriately to care for your campers and your family. So I'd love to turn this over to Michelle Sklar, who will talk a little bit about some of the enhancements that we have for 2021.
Thanks so much, Melissa. So I'm really excited that this fall and during the summer, I worked with the programming team to really enhance our curriculum for next summer. We know how much campers missed camp last summer, and we want 2021 to just be that much better than any other year we've had. So we've worked really, really hard to make some enhancements. So in our mini camps now, we're going to have a mini camp division of day camp, and that's going to be for our rising preschoolers, our pre-K, and our kindergartners. Those campers will have daily instructional swim. We're going to have some new exciting themes and special events, and we're going to add play zone for this week, which will allow campers to have some time to just be kids and use their imagination and build and play and do all those things, storytelling and dancing that little kids love to do and just interact with one another. So that'll be something new that we'll bring to mini camp this year. And our day campers will be our rising first and second graders, and they will still have instructional swim as they always have. That will not change. We're really excited that we have taken our core groups of our science and our art, and we're going to actually have some extended class time this summer because we know that in those activities, campers really need extra time to really develop masterpieces that we're going to be doing. And anybody whose camper did our online learning this summer knows what we're talking about. These are big projects that they'll be working on throughout the week that they'll be able to bring home masterpieces each week. So we want to give them extra time so that they have time to develop these projects and bring them home. So again, we'll have new exciting themes and special events, and we're also going to be adding a daily choice period, which I think is the most exciting new part of day camp, where we know that campers want choices. They want to be able to do activities that they love. Some campers love sports, some love art, some love STEM, whatever it is that gets them going. We want to be able to give them extra time to experience that throughout the camp day. So each day they'll be given an opportunity for a 1 hour choice period, and they'll get to choose, and they can do that with friends. They can do that on their own. They can do a different activity every single day to kind of test out what it is they like. So we're really excited for this new part of day camp, and we know that the campers are really going to love doing that as well. So that kind of covers our changes in mini and day camp. Our sports lab will still run for campers rising 1st through 9th grade. The big change that we'll be doing for World League this summer is that it will be done on site only. We will not be traveling with COVID restrictions. We want to keep our campers on site, but that doesn't mean we can't do World League, and they'll still do it within camp. It'll still be the same exciting activities. They'll just be competing against one another as opposed to another location. We're still going to do our Sports Lab Iron Camper events. Those seem to be a huge hit. Campers love to do those. Again, that's a week-long competition, which is so much fun. Championship Fridays and tournaments and all of those things in Sports Lab will remain as is for campers. And in tennis camp this year, again, that'll be our rising 1st to 10th graders. We're going to have new theme days and special events. They'll have exciting tournaments, round robins, and more activities for those as well. So those are some of the new exciting things that we're going to do in day, senior, sports, and tennis. And I'm going to now turn it over to Debbie, who is our programming director, and she's going to talk to you about the really exciting things that are going to be happening in senior camp this summer.
Thanks, Michelle, and welcome everybody. We are very excited this year to welcome our 3rd grade campers into senior camp. Something that is very important for us is actually really talking to our campers at the end of every summer, finding out what they loved, what they'd like to see new and exciting, what are the trends they're into. And we really realized in talking with our 3rd graders that they were ready for more, which led to our decision to invite them into our senior camp program. And we are very excited about that. Our senior camp will range from grade 3 through 7, but the campers will definitely be grouped with like grade levels. So 3rd and 4th graders together, maybe 4th, 5th, but they will definitely be with children that are their own age for all their activities. Another very big, exciting new thing for senior camp this year is we are going to have True Life Adventures electives. So in the past, we offered one True Life adventure every week that all campers participated in. And speaking with our campers, we discovered how important choice is to them and really developing the independence and the ability to choose what they want to do. So what we've decided to do is each week they will get to select whatever 2 True Life adventures they would like to do for the entire week. And they will get to choose each week from a selection of 6 to 8 different topics. So we're very excited about that. Some of the topics may include on any given week, cooking, the rock wall, team sports clinics, photography, iMovies, STEM, Hobby Lobby, jewelry making, art, acting and improv, speed stacking, multimedia art, archery, gaga. So we're really, with the options that we have each week, we're really going to try to appeal to a broad variety of interest so that there will be something that every camper will love and be able to choose and dive into. And as Michelle said, we really are focusing on extending some of our periods, and this will be one of them, so that the kids really can go deep and we're not rushing them and they can really experience whatever topic they're participating in and get the full breadth of that whole curriculum. And we're also going to have some exciting after camp and evening events by group. And so the kids will be participating in these events in their bunks or their bubbles, as we're calling them this year. Another thing that came out of our talks with our campers is our 8th and 9th graders were ready for something different. And we are very, very excited to introduce the apprentice program. The apprentice program is actually something that the campers designed. In our dialogues with them, we discovered that they wanted more professional development. They wanted to do more mentoring. So this program will be a combination of the mornings will be team building. They'll have participate in workshops in leadership, resume building, job skills, financial literacy. They'll be working on community service projects. They'll have an opportunity to mentor with some of the groups and work with some of the little campers, and also mentor with some of our activity specialists. And you know, really, if they're passionate about art, they can work with the art teacher. And then something else we learned from talking with them is that at some point they still want to be kids and be campers. So our afternoons, they will be dedicated to them participating in the True Life Adventures electives as well. So they'll get to choose from a wide variety of topics that they're interested to participate with their friends. You know, same activities that we'll be offering across the whole senior camp spectrum. So we think that's going to be very exciting, and we can't wait to get started on that. And we have put together something called our camp lineup by grade level. This may look familiar to some of you. Something that we work very hard on is having something or many things for different ages and different interests. So we've developed this camp grid. It was new last year, but we've also refined it for this year, and you will be getting this by the end of the week in an email. And it will show you all the different options that are available for your child by grade level. So we think this will be a really good tool to help you see what's available for your child based on his or her interests and grade level throughout the entire summer. So be looking for that in addition to some other great surprises we're going to be sending you soon. And I'm going to now turn it over to Susan, who's going to talk just a little bit about some enrollment updates.
Thanks so much, Debbie. It's a pleasure to be with you this evening. I'm Susan Gambesha, Director of Customer Engagement at ESF headquarters in Bryn Mawr. So how do you as parents plan for the unplanned? You certainly have been put to the test over the past 7 months, but ESF is all about being flexible for you. You as our VIP families will have an opportunity to select your weeks without fear of being locked in. We will help you with this and be as flexible to your plans, because we realize that it is difficult to plan for the future and the unknown. We're very confident, we're ready, we're prepared. We're so excited for the summer of 21. Things will look a little different for 21, but you will be our main focus continually. As Melissa mentioned earlier, we're so excited and proud that we had a successful summer for 1,000 campers who participated in our pro team sports programs. It was a huge success for us. Again, you, our camp parents, deserve the VIP treatment. You'll have top priority for enrollment. Once early bird opens, you'll be able to pick your programs. Again, always keeping in mind the flexibility. We are available to you. Any one of our camp specialists is available to help you through your summer schedule and help you build that schedule out. Early bird opens November 19th. We're so excited. It ends on January 31st. And that allows you and our camp parents more time this year than last year to really think through your selection and your benefits. Our worry-free, risk-free enrollment. We're very proud of this. We've learned a lot since last year. We have a worry-free, risk-free credit policy. So we do understand that planning for the future isn't always easy right now, but we want to assure you that once enrolled, you will have a risk-free enrollment. We take care of the rest for you once we have your enrollment in the system. Your credits to enroll for the summer 2021. If any reason you decide to register early and plans change, we'll take care of your credits. We put them back onto your account and they'll be used for future use. As promised, we have a tuition freeze for 21. We are maintaining our 2020 rates for the 21 season. And again, I know Melissa touched on this earlier with our safety protocols, but social distance is going to be critical to us for the 21 season. And ESF is an exclusive camp operator on campuses, and it allows us to limit and control who is visiting our sites. And we're going to limit that for 21, of course, in light of COVID. And this also helps us maximize the space to allow for the best space and experience for our campers and our staff. Your credit never sunsets. So you can use it, you can use all of it, you can use part of it, you can give it to friends and families, or you can donate it. Again, we're going to be very flexible with this as well. And your 20% bonus never sunsets either. We're so grateful for our camp parents, our VIP parents, for rolling over your credit. But the beauty of this also is that it never sunsets, never expires, and will always be there for you for future use. A couple of things here with deadlines just to keep in mind. Our concierge service is going to begin actually next week, November 5th. We will personally curate your camper's summer schedule. We will curate the cart. We'll find out what your child's interest levels are, if your child's interests changed from last year to this year, what that might look like. And we will help you understand what that curation cart looks like, and you have an opportunity to review that ahead of time. Our early bird again opens November 19th. We'll guarantee your spot at camp and ends on January 31st. That's the last day to get your guaranteed spot. Regular enrollment opening the following day on February 1st. That allows everyone to come into the system and enroll. We are anticipating a wait list this year because of our limited enrollment, which was touched upon earlier in the presentation. So the way the wait list process works, once a session is filled, we will notify you right away that that spot is waitlisted, and then we will contact you as soon as possible when that spot may become available. The admissions and customer engagement team is continually working with parents who aren't waitlisted to try to get you the information as quickly as possible when an opening takes place. So that, on that, I will turn this over to questions.
Just a reminder, everyone, if you do have questions, please, you can drop them in the Q&A box at the bottom there. And we're happy to answer any questions now that you may have. If you have a specific question that you'd like for one of our camp specialists to answer, you can certainly always contact us directly as well. We have about 3 minutes left in the presentation, so we certainly will keep this open until we end the session.
We have one question is about how are we testing? So great question. So we actually were very fortunate, as we mentioned earlier, to have worked with the Phillies, the 76ers, and Arsenal in the past summer, where we had 1,000 campers in August participate in our camps. And all three teams came out and publicly endorsed our safety protocols and gave ESF their global stamp of approval by recognizing ESF as the only trusted partner that they had in delivering safe programs during the pandemic. And the Sixers then sent it to the NBA, and they're using that currently for all youth development programs today in the NBA, as well as Arsenal sent that to the Premier League, and now every Premier team is currently using our safety protocols. So with that said, we're feeling really, really comfortable with how we're doing it with daily temperature checks. We're actually piloting right now a facial detector that does thermal temperature taking, which is touchless. And a number of casinos out in Nevada and the NBA, as well as the NFL, has been using this for temperature taking and tracing. And so we've been using this. We're the only ones right now in the state that have been using it for youth development programs, and we'll be also having them on site should it be necessary. So we feel like we're up to date with the CDC, NIH, our camp doctor, as well as our full-time nurse has been looking at the latest information as far as trends and testing. And so we'll be obviously every month enhancing our protocols, but we feel really comfortable and confident right now that we'll be ready come summer. Any other questions?
Right now, we have no other questions, Michael. Thank you.
Okay, great. Well, we want to thank everybody for taking the time tonight to out of your busy schedules to listen to our plan for the summer of 2021. We're really excited about the future. We have added on some pre-college programs that will be very exciting for your children as they grow through the ESF family of programs that they'll be able to look forward to in the future. We've extended that timeline for them so that now they'll be able to stay with ESF in their latter teens through 17, 18 years of age, where they'll have that moment of time where they'll be able to determine whether they'd like to work with us or they'd like to go to the pre-college route, which is a really exciting pathway. Just a quick reminder that our early bird enrollment will exclusively open for all of you on November 19th. As Susan mentioned, we'll be happy to curate your child's schedule beginning on Monday. At your convenience, we'll be able to share with you some really great programs that'll have limited enrollment so that you can be the first to choose before anybody else gets a chance to do that. We will have limited spots this summer simply because of our plan for each of our camps. We'd like to keep it small, intimate, but at the same time, extremely safe. And feel free to reach out to us with any questions you may have. We're here to support you. We're in our headquarters now back and happy to answer questions and walk you through the future. Please give our best to your family. We can't wait to see you this coming summer, and have a wonderful evening, and thank you for joining us.